So I found my article. Now I need to find out the information about the author. As you can see here, the author's name is Steve Siebold. There we go. They're highlighted, so maybe make it easier to see. Steve Siebold. Sometimes when you look at an online article, the author's name will be a link you can click and take you to some author information. That doesn't seem to work here. And I'm going to try to scroll around on this. Of course, this web page is choked with ads, which makes the web page itself respond rather slowly. Sometimes at the bottom of the article, there will be a link that says information about the author, or there's a little bit of information right here. Steve Siebold is the author of Sex, Politics, and Religion, How Delusional Thinking is Destroying America by London House Press. So I think if we Google this, I'm going to just copy that and Google that in a new window. Let's see what we find. Here we have some information about a Steve Siebold on Huffington Post. Let's click on that link and see if we can find some information. Software I use to record my computer screen makes my computer screen run a little slowly. Steve Siebold is one of the world's foremost experts in the field of critical thinking and mental toughness training. We have some entries on Huffington Post that he's published, so one of the things I need to find out is what else has he published. We have a list of articles. You can either list them in detail, or you can summarize them. He's also published a book. And here we go, underneath this little brief bio, visit www.sexpoliticsreligion.com. Let's try that. Copy this link. Open link in new tab. Let's try that. Usually authors will make their biographical information fairly easy to find. If not, what you need to do is you need to write a whole paragraph describing all the things you tried to do to find out. Don't just say, I couldn't find anything. You have to write a whole paragraph about all the places you looked for information. But hopefully nowadays you'll be able to find information about your author. There's a problem loading this page for some reason. Let's try one of these other web pages. Wait, is it going to load? Coming soon, check back. So one thing you could write about is these websites of his seem to disappear pretty quickly. And what does that possibly say about this person as an author? Now this webpage seems to be working. We've got a little video of the fellow talking on a topic. Dear Peak Performer. You know he's quite a salesperson. There's some quotes about him. Now let's see. Sometimes down at the bottom of these web pages there will be a link. It says about us, about the author, internationally recognized expert. You can just copy this out word for word if you like. If you do, put it in quotation marks. You would put this whole paragraph here about the author in quotation marks, and you would cite the source, which is this web page, mentaltoughness.secrets.com. If you're really curious, you can also email the person. They usually have an email address right there. My email address is here. Email the person, say I'm a student and I'm using your article from WashingtonTimes.com in a class. Could you tell me about yourself? Could you tell me about your education? Could you tell me how you got the job of being an expert in the field of mental toughness training? Usually these people, especially if you tell them you're a student, they respond. They're very happy to respond, tell you all about themselves. So this will give you some places to look. The founder of Mental Toughness University. Kind of sounds like Donald Trump University. Very interesting person. So this will give you some ideas of how you find out about your authors. Now, if you really can't find out anything about the author, you have to write an entire paragraph about all the things you tried to do to find out. So, good luck.